Seeking Islamic knowledge is obligatory upon every believer. This is regardless of your age, your gender, your ethnicity, or your social status. Bismillah walhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless us and grant us firm understanding of the religion of Islam. I welcome you to Hit TV today to discuss the topic, the importance of Islamic education to the youth. Before we go further, why do we need to seek Islamic education? This is because the first verses to be revealed to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam were Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. Recite in the name of your Lord who has created. So if the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the best of creation, was apt to read and recite to know about his creator, then the best thing we can do is to follow his footsteps and know about the religion of Islam. That's why the Prophet ﷺ said, طلب العلم فريدة على كل مسلم. Seeking Islamic knowledge is obligatory upon every believer. This is regardless of your age, your gender, your ethnicity, or your social status. This Islamic education is which justifies a true belief or a set of beliefs presented by an infallible person such as the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who received revelation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So dear youths, we should neither stop seeking knowledge nor be satisfied with the little knowledge we have. And in this process of seeking Islamic knowledge, we have to do it solely for the sake of Allah, because the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, إنما الأعمال بالنيات وإنما لكل امرئ ما نوى. The value of an action is based on the intention behind it, and a man will be judged based on his intention. So if you intend to learn Islam for people to praise you or for worldly matters, that is solely what you are going to have. But remember, the reward and praise of Allah is far more superior. Talking about the importance of Islamic education, it's barely impossible to outline all, but there are a few that I can't omit. To begin with, Islamic education makes youths more rational. You won't be misled when it comes to your religion. That's why Prophet ﷺ said, "Man yuridallahu bihi khayran faqihu fid-din." If Allah intends goodness for a person, He grants him the understanding of the religion. It is because of the lack of understanding and ignorance towards the religion. That's why we have different creeds, different aqidah. So with Islamic education, youths become more rational and follow the straight path of Islam. Just to give a brief example of how understanding of the religion works. Once some men came to Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah and wanted to debate him about Allah's existence. So Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah told the men to go home until the next day. The men went and came back the next day, and Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah told them that I was thinking about a ship that is flowing and navigating in the sea without any captain. So the men thought about this and said, no, that cannot be possible. A ship cannot flow in the sea without any captain. So Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah told them, if the ship cannot flow in the sea without any captain, how is it possible that this universe exists without any creator? Subhanallah. Just few words of wisdom and understanding of the religion, he ended a debate without even starting. Also, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has granted us, the youths, strength which the old people lack. And it is upon us to take advantage of this strength before we grow old and use it to have different rewards that Allah has allocated in different portions of the religion. That's why the Prophet ﷺ said to his Sahabas, O my Sahabas, after you will come the days of patience, the days of difficulty, the days where it is hard to become a Muslim. But in those days, whoever holds onto the deen like you are holding onto, whoever holds onto the deen like you are holding onto, O my Sahabas, they will have a reward of 50. So the Sahabas told the Prophet, Ya Rasulullah, 50 of them or 50 of us? The Prophet ﷺ said, 50 of you. Subhanallah. Prophet ﷺ is saying, in this generation we are, where it is difficult to be a Muslim, where it is difficult to hold onto the Sunnah, whoever holds onto deen firmly, like the Sahabas have held onto it, you will have a reward of 50 Sahabas. Subhanallah. Imagine having the reward of Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, Umar and Uthman. This is not a reward that we can play with. The Prophet went further and said that whoever trains a path of seeking knowledge Allah will make the path easy for him and another path to Jannah. Subhanallah. But the youth in this generation, we are so ignorant in our deen, and we tend to be very lazy in learning our religion. Remember, Allah said in the Quran, in Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 153, يا أيها الذين آمنوا استعينوا بالصبر والصلاة إن الله مع الصابرين. O you who have believed, seek help through patience and prayer, for indeed Allah is with the patient. So if we are patient in learning our religion, indeed Allah will be with us. However, we have seen youth in this generation becoming very extreme in the religion. The main phrases they know in the Arabic vocabulary are hada haram, hada halal, ignoring the fact that Islam is way more than hada haram and hada halal. All this is because of lack of understanding of the religion. So with Islamic education, youths tend to be very humble and modest in the society. And it's because of this humbleness and modesty, that's why they are being respected. The Prophet ﷺ said, there are different parts of Iman, and modesty is one of them. Modesty does not bring anything except good. Finally, the most important virtue of Islamic education to the youths is that it brings you closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Prophet ﷺ said, the exalted and the glorious stated, that take one step towards me, and I shall take 10 steps towards you. Come to me walking, and I shall come to you running. Subhanallah. It is the ambition of every true believer to become close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and yet Allah is showing us that He is eager for us to be close to Him. But the youth in this generation, we are very attached to this dunya and ignoring the fact that the akhirah is more rewardable than this dunya. The final destination of every Muslim or every believer in this world is to enter Jannah, a place of everlasting enjoyment, a place that reaches peak of excellence in every aspect. So dear youth, I will end by giving us 5 tips that we can inculcate to have good Islamic education. 1. Let's rectify our intentions. Do everything and anything for the sake of Allah. Let's learn Islam to please Allah and Allah only. 2. Let's choose our scholars wisely and be mindful of falling under the wrong Aqidah. Always follow the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. 3. Let's make dua when we study. Let's get used to the dua. Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafi'a wa rizqan tayyiban wa amalan mutaqabbala. Oh Allah, increase me in beneficent knowledge. 4. Let's not be lazy in learning Islam. Let's always be consistent in going to dars and also inculcate the habit of studying effectively. 5. Let's act upon what we have learned. We pray to Allah that Allah grants us some understanding of the religion of Islam. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.
المرء إذا المرء انعزل فالولايات وإن طابت لمن ذاقها فالسم ذاك في العسل.